broadcast for an urgent news bulletin. 2 more bodies were discovered this weekend near the Little Springs Quarry in Carroll County, continuing a bizarre string of macabre murders that have left the community shocked and searching for answers. The sheriff is asking for individuals in the area if they have seen any suspicious activity over the last few days, and if so, to please contact the local police department at 555-224-1989. We now return you to our regular scheduled programming.
Sorry about that, folks. Lots of crazies out there this time of night. Stay safe out there. Now I got a tune I know you're gonna love just as we're hitting that 10 o'clock hour. Don't run out of gas now. You're listening to 105.9 The Night Owl.
Two more bodies were discovered this weekend near the Little Springs Quarry in Carroll County, continuing a bizarre...
I was listening to that.
Oh, please. You've been asleep for the last 100 miles.
That doesn't mean I couldn't hear it.
The only thing I could hear was you snoring. I had to turn the radio on just to drown you out.
I do not snore.
Uh-huh. Well, anyway, I'm glad you're awake. We're almost there. It's just past Kittner Hollow.
And where is this glorious destination again?
Pension Mountain. I'd say it's another 50 miles.
I thought you said it was close.
Ish.
I don't think I've ever seen this much darkness.
Yeah, there's not much out here, is there? Just trees and wildlife.
I just remembered. I had the strangest dream. Well, it was more like a nightmare. I was walking through some woods, and I came to this clearing, like a field, but there was this wall of mist, and I felt like I was being sucked into it. And when I got in there, I saw this huge pair of glowing eyes staring at me, like car headlights. Some thing. Wherever I turned, it was right there, watching me. Like one of those old paintings, you know? Where the eyes follow you. I can almost see it.
Whoa. Oh, no, not now.
What was that?
Come on.
You don't even know what you're doing.
Look, you wanted to take this trip in the first place. Car trouble? Again, cannot thank you enough for giving us a lift.
Call me Dan.
Dan.
There's a small motel not too far into town. Steady rates, soft beds.
That sounds great.
You folks aren't from around here, are you?
We're on vacation.
And we're camping.
Great area for that. Hunting, too. You, interested in that sort of thing?
Not really.
Too brutal. Yeah.
I remember the first time I went hunting. I was knelt down in the woods. Then this beautiful doe walks out of the bush, all alone. It was like a dream. A dream. So, I raised my rifle and bang! I shot the doe. Just as she fell to the ground, a buck walked over to her. I could see the pain behind his eyes. It was real. But she wasn't dead. I had a decision to make.
Dan, I'm sorry, but I think you missed the motel. Dan?
I shot her. The buck didn't run. I pull out my big hunting knife and slit his throat. To be humane. I want to remember it. I never want to forget it. And that's when I realized.
Jesus!
Dan. Dan?
Hello?
Dan? Please let us out.
A hunter's work is never finished.
What?
Hi, young buck. Now watch me as I go. And listen while I play with your beautiful doe.
You just heard the new one by the Coupe de Villes. Looks like it's cooling off out there after today's scorching record heat. Late night drivers should expect some heavy fog in the area. Sounds like a great night to stay indoors if you ask me. Before we get on to our next tune, I've been asked by local law enforcement to repeat the following statement. 2 new bodies. Old Highway 24 this evening. Stay... Door to...